This is every supplement I take in a day, not including pre-workout. That'll be another video. This is all health-oriented, hormone-oriented, sleep-oriented, you know, that type of thing. So first off, something that's very important is my pill holder, because this is a lot of stuff, and for me to be organized, it's just easiest to do it this way. This is a Yuvon pill holder. It looks like this. It has 7-day slots, and each day has a morning and night. It's very convenient. The perfect size for me, fits in a suitcase, fits in a bag. Now, disclaimer, you might notice that almost everything here is from Gorilla Mind. I am sponsored from Gorilla Mind, but that does not mean that I would not be using these products if I wasn't sponsored. They're truly the best company that I've ever found and the only company that I'd want to work with. If they dropped me from their affiliation, I would still buy their stuff and I wouldn't move on to another company. So I have all of my pill holders laid out right here, morning and night, and I'm just gonna plop the pills in their slots. Very convenient, very easy. First up, we have astragalus root extract. The things I use it for are immune system and kidney function. For me, my immune system has never been the greatest, and going in and out of gyms all the time, it's really beneficial for me to find any way I can to boost that. And then, as you see with all these pre-workouts behind me, that's not exactly the easiest on your kidneys, and then working out all the time, putting all that stress on your kidneys with like acute blood pressure spikes. I like to do everything to support my kidneys. Kidneys are the one thing that if you let them go, they're gone. So I'm taking every preventative measure with supplement form to help them out. So that will be in the morning. And the reason why it goes in the morning is because it also does have some potential energy boosting effects. And I'm not saying that you should take this solely for that, but I'm putting it in the morning so I can avoid having energy boosting effects at night. All right, number 2, and one of the most important ones in here, is the Gorilla Mind Elite Multivitamin. Now, they use the proper methylated and chelated forms of vitamin, basically meaning that it is the most orally bioavailable form that you can potentially get on the market. And then also the dosages are just insane on this thing. This is actually a morning and the night one, and Gorilla Mind recommends that you take 6 capsules a day. Now, my diet is good enough to where I can get away with 3 capsules. So I do 2 capsules in the morning and 1 capsule at night. So take a look at your diet. I'd highly recommend downloading Chronometer, and that's going to determine whether or not you should even take a multivitamin, and then of course how much of that multivitamin you need to take. Next up, we have Gorilla Mind Beef Liver. This is nature's multivitamin. You hear people talk about beef liver all the time, of being a source of meat that you can eat and basically backfill all your micronutrients, and that's true. But I just cannot eat beef liver. It tastes nasty, so I take this. Now, I have a stacked multivitamin, so what do I need this for? Like I said earlier, I have not the greatest immune system, so I do this twice a week. Really doesn't matter, I just like to space them apart. We're gonna do Monday, and then we'll do Wednesday. If I'm not already maxed out on my health, this just ensures that whatever bug might be in the air or whatever boost my body might need, I'm getting that twice a week. And then next up, we have Gorilla Mind Smooth. A lot of people take this before like a task of homework, work, or some sort of assignment that's going to take a mental toll on you. Now, I would do that too, but I started adding it into my morning routines so I get that mental sharpness every day consistently, and I'm going to be taking this for years, so I'm going to get it for years to come. I figured that if I take this every day, I'm going to get more benefit out of it with that consistency. And then also, a lot of the ingredients in here are being tested to prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, and any other neurodegenerative disease. So I figured, you know, let's add this into my daily stack and do the most I can to prevent those, because that's a big fear of mine. It's not proven yet, and it might not work, but the studies are pretty promising that I'm seeing, so I don't have time to wait. I'm gonna start taking it now. And then the beginner serving size is 5 capsules, and the maxed out is 10 capsules. Now, I'm taking the 5 capsules every morning, and that is because my pre-workout has a lot of the same ingredients in it, as well as the Gorilla Mind energy drink, if I wanna take that too. So I'm getting the same benefit out of those products as well. And you know, this might seem like a hassle, but it's like meal prep. You get it done in the beginning of the week, and then you have everything set out for you. So we're gonna get into the afternoon pills over here, and then I have some one-off stuff over here that I use in specific scenarios that I'll get into at the end of the video. First up, and one of the most important supplements that I believe you could ever take, is fish oil. Gorilla Mind literally just came out with this the other day, and it is not only the most stacked formula that I've seen on the market for the price, they also test to the max and make sure that it is safe, non-rancid, and a good product. They looked at all the companies on the market, and 50% of product was rancid. And a rancid product, especially in fish oil, actually can do more harm than good. So if you buy a product that's cheap on the shelves, that's underdosed, you're really just taking a risk with your health, and you could be spending money on something that's actually going to hurt you. If I were to pick one supplement to take out of all of these, it would be fish oil. But the main reasons why I'm taking this are for brain, heart, and inflammation. Curcumin, nature's antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. So joint inflammation, just antioxidant for your body. I just take one capsule at night, but the bottle says 1 to 2 capsules. Now, if I were to become sick or something, maybe I would take 2 or even 3, but on a nightly basis, just 1 is good for me. So joint inflammation, just antioxidant for your body. One of the first non-Gorilla Mind products that we're actually adding to this is glycine. Glycine will help you get to sleep quicker and stay asleep better. I watched a Dr. Pediatia video, and he was talking about how his nighttime sleep stack would contain glycine. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. 2 grams of glycine, and I've noticed a difference in falling asleep quicker and then staying asleep better, which I never really had that much of a problem with, but I just feel a little bit more rejuvenated the next day. This might look a little bit insane, but what's more insane to me is that people don't care about their health, and they will not take preventative measures and then have to deal with the repercussions of that later in their life. And for me, with the Gorilla Mind Smooth and with the immune support and with the sleep support, this betters my quality of life now and down the road. To me, it's insane that people don't do this. When people say they don't go to the gym, that's insane to me. Nightly supplement that I cannot fit in the container, this is liposomal Gorilla Mind melatonin. Now, I used to take a melatonin pill, 3 to 5 milligrams, and it would definitely knock me out, but the next morning, sometimes I'd be a little bit groggy. And I did some research into it, and much like the fish oil, 50 or 80% of the market was off by either 100% one way or the other. So say it had 5 milligrams, it was either less by 100% or 10 milligrams by 100%. And so that's something that I noticed, because sometimes I'd have great sleep and I wouldn't be groggy, and then sometimes it felt like I took 100 milligrams of melatonin and I was super groggy the next day. Another problem with melatonin is not everyone has the same oral bioavailability. So it goes into their system and digests differently. Some people get more than others. And so it's kind of tough to determine what the correct dosage is on the market, even if you are taking a true 3-5 milligrams. Is that person really getting that? With the liposomal, you put it underneath your tongue, it absorbs into the bloodstream at the maximum rate that it can, and I get 1 milligram a day. So your pineal gland produces, I think it's 750 micrograms to 1 milligram a night to go to sleep. And so that is exactly what's in here. 1 milligram goes into your bloodstream, and then you go to sleep. And you produce melatonin on your own. That's what you do on a nightly basis, but you're on your phone, or you have light coming in, or you were just on the computer doing homework or work. It's very difficult for that melatonin to release. It inhibits it. So by taking this straight away when you get into bed, you're getting that 1 milligram, and you're not having to worry about, okay, was I on my phone an hour or 2 before bed? I genuinely love this product. I've been taking melatonin for 6 years now, and this is just straight away the best one. So with school and then going to work and then going to the gym, off-top stimulants, while cutting, losing weight, dieting, it's putting a lot of stress on my body. I'm sure my cortisol is wanting to raise. This is Gorilla Mind Calm Cortisol and Stress Modulator. I take this at night. It ensures that I'm just relaxed at the end of the day, and I'm not, for one, feeling stressed, and then physiologically, my cortisol and stress markers are down. If your cortisol's high, you're gonna store more body fat. It's gonna be harder for you to lose weight. So on a cut, that's not what I want. I want my cortisol to be at a normal level. I wanna be calm at the end of the day. I wanna be able to get the best sleep possible. And I take a full dose, which is 4 capsules of this Gorilla Mind Calm. Just like that, all of this is conveniently packed in here. Let's get into the one-off supplements that I take in certain scenarios. If I go out, I eat an entire cake and an entire ice cream or something like that, I'm going to consume Gorilla Mind Glucose Disposal Agent. It just helps your body transport those carbs into glycogen, so the next day I will be able to use them for energy instead of them just going straight away to fat. And then also for high blood sugar, this brings it down. So acute high blood sugar isn't necessarily that much of a problem, but if I'm having a big cheat meal, I want to do everything I can to lower my blood sugar down to normal, and this will do it. I actually ran a little experiment with the Gorilla glucose disposal agent. I consumed 9 Debbie cakes a day for 3 days, and I consumed the Gorilla glucose disposal agent with those Debbie cakes. With a little finger prick, I measured my blood glucose before, during, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours after, and I got those readings. And then I repeated that, and I consumed 9 Debbie cakes a day for 3 days and got those readings on those 3 days without the Gorilla glucose disposal agent. And with the Gorilla glucose disposal agent, my blood glucose drastically went down faster. And funny enough, I filmed that whole thing and then my phone ran out of storage and the footage got corrupted, so that was pretty sad. With the sleep stack that I have in my daily formula, I really don't have that much of a problem going to sleep. But for some reason, if I just cannot go to sleep, or if I'm wired, or if I took a lot of caffeine before bed, Gorilla Dream does it for me. For example, when I traveled for Denver for work, I had to convert over from working days to working nights, and then from working nights to working days, and all of that, I also had a 3-hour time difference. So getting adjusted to my sleep would have been like near impossible, or would have taken a long time. But with Gorilla Dream, you know, I was able to go to sleep at a time where I wouldn't normally go to sleep. So I popped this, go to sleep, get readjusted real quick, and it worked really well. So if you have troubles going to sleep, or if you're readjusting to a different sleep pattern, I'd highly recommend Gorilla Dream. Next up, I have Thorn D vitamin. This is 10,000 IU, which is 1,250% of your daily recommended vitamin D. I take this whenever I'm feeling sick or when people around me are getting sick. I'll pop one of these like once every other day until the sickness goes away or until the people around me aren't sick. Vitamin D is just such a powerful immune system booster and helps fight against sicknesses. So like you might contract the sickness, but if your immune system is strong enough, you might not even tell that you have it. Then next up, we have Gorilla Mind Hydration. For me, I have low blood pressure. If I'm not good about my diet and electrolytes through diet or my water intake, I go through like a 1 or 2 day spell where I have low blood pressure. If your blood pressure gets too low, your body is not getting blood to the places that it needs it. Your brain's not getting blood, so you just feel fatigued all the time. If you stand up too fast, you pass out, stuff like that. And then if it goes on for too long, your organs are not getting the blood supply that you need. Your organs are going to have issues and potentially go through a failure. Not saying that's what I'm struggling with. It's not saying that the average person struggles with, but that is the background behind why low blood pressure is not good. For me, I just stand up and feel I'm gonna pass out, and I feel mentally fatigued the whole day. So I will consume 1 or 2 Gorilla Mind hydration packs with a lot of water through those 1 or 2 day periods, gets rid of my low blood pressure, and I feel great. That is everything that I take. Now, most of it, like I said, fits in this super convenient pill holder. This is again is a Uvon on Amazon. If you just look up pill holder, I'm pretty sure it'll be like one of the first ones that come up, but AUVON right there. I love that thing. Mom, thank you. She got that for me for Christmas. There will be a video coming out on pre-workout, performance, muscle building, stuff like that in the near future. So code SLAM on any of these Gorilla Mind products. If you have any questions, leave a comment or DM me on Instagram, and hopefully everyone has a good rest of their day. I'll see you tomorrow. Guys, I totally forgot fiber. It was in the kitchen, completely forgot about it. So real quick, heart cholesterol, lipids, blood sugar, appetite suppression, digestive health, literally like tons of things. Fiber is a super important supplement as well. Totally forgot to include that though, but very, very important.